Howdy folks, Dan here. Today I want to talk about my classical guitar, nylon string. This is a Yamaha CG110SA and my wife bought it for me in 1987. So it's one of the older guitars that I own. I wanted to talk about this guitar, and I wanted to talk generally about nylon string guitars because they cop a bit of a bad rap. I've often heard people say, well, I don't want to learn how to play with a nylon string guitar, or I don't want to play that, that's not rock and roll, blah, blah, blah. And all of that's kind of understandable because very few people in the modern music industry appear to be playing one of these. But if you listen closely to any number of recordings, you will hear the unmistakable sound of a classical guitar, a nylon string guitar. The Yamaha CG110SA was a limited run. The CG line keeps being reinvented, and they haven't made them since, I don't know what it is, 1999 actually. It was marketed as a beginner guitar. I think a lot of guitars made by Yamaha in this price range, probably about 400 in its day, 200 US, 400 Australian. A lot of them were marketed because of their price range as being student or beginner guitars. But the truth of the matter is that these are actually really fine instruments. It's got a spruce top and it's a solid top. Back inside's a NATO. It's got a rosewood fingerboard, and this is an Indian rosewood. So that's whatever rosewood they use for fingerboards. This is called Indian rosewood, and you can see there that the bridge is quite a different type of wood. Okay, so with that aside, what makes this guitar cheap? It doesn't have a truss rod, like many, if not most, traditional nylon string guitars. But one of the things that gives it a bad rap is, and you can hear me through the sound hole there, is that it has a ridiculously high action traditionally from the 7th fret onwards. So there's your 7th fret. Okay, so is that the case with this guitar? No, because my very capable brother-in-law, musician extraordinaire, Jed, when they organized my birthday present back in 1987, Jed promptly stripped the strings off and filed the nut down, probably as low as it goes. So once you sort those sorts of issues out, it has an incredibly rich sound. I'm going to get a bit closer so you can hear. The older it gets, because it has a solid top, which is where you get most of your sound from, most of the richness of the sound, that reverberation, comes from the top vibrating. And when you have a ply top, a laminate top, it's sturdier, it's undeniably stronger in some respects. If you ever tried to work with some kind of laminate, you'll know what I mean. But it doesn't have that reverberation. So I think this has an incredibly resonant, deep, rich sound. Okay, so if you ever find yourself looking at reverb and seeing one of these Yamaha CG110SA for sale, I don't know what the SA stands for. In fact, I don't know what any of the letters stand for. Do yourself a favor. If the price is reasonable, and I'm thinking anywhere up to about $400, because quite frankly, that's a hell of a lot of guitar for $400, get it. All right, you'll get a plastic nut, probably, but you can change that. You might get a plastic bridge. You might get that, but you can change that too. What are you going to get? You'll get a tone that will improve with age. And by the time you've got this, it will probably already be very rich. And to get the same tone, you have to spend minimum $1,000. Why would you want a nylon string guitar? It gives you a tone that no other guitar can give. It's easy on the fingers too. If you've had a lot of playing and you just want to relax, and you want to play your cowboy chords, you know. You can do that. I think that's all. Till next time.